it's Miss De Niro. I'm doing the voiceover for Mrs. Burgess's Year 9 classes. This lesson here is the home learning video for 9 upper 5, 9M1, 9M2 and 9M3. And throughout this video you will see different challenges, so there might be some work for some challenges for 9 upper 5, for 9M1. So just have a little look at the boxes, because there's some work there to be supported and there's some that's going to stretch you if you want to challenge yourself. Okay, so you may pause the video at any time if you need some time to write things, if you need to look through your books, whatever you need. So this is your second lesson of summer term, and the title for today, the question that we are looking at, ¿Cómo es tu dieta? What is your diet like? Exercise 1. So this is a quick recap. So you'll have been looking at foods or times of days in which you eat a meal previously. So all I'm going to ask you to do is to pause the video and to match the numbers 1 to 15 with the correct word from below. So if you pause the video when you're ready to check your answers, press play. Okay, respuestas, answers. Número 1, Colacao. Colacao, lots of people think Colacao is supposed to be Coca-Cola, but it's not. Colacao is a brand in Spain of, it's like a chocolate powder that can be put with hot milk to make hot chocolate or with cold milk to make a chocolate milkshake. Number 2, churros. 3, zumo de naranja. 4, cereales. 5, té. 6, yogur. 7, tostadas. 8, no desayuno nada. 9, café. 10, paella. 11, fruta. 12, un bocadillo. 13, pescado con arroz. 14, patatas fritas. 15, pollo con ensalada. Now at any stage you can pop onto Quizlet and have a little practice of the vocab from this lesson. So remember, in Spain they have 4 different meal times. They have el desayuno, breakfast, la comida, which is lunch, la merienda, a snack, and la cena, an evening meal. And as you know, each mealtime has its own verb. So, desayuno, I have for breakfast, or for breakfast I have. Como, for lunch I have. Meriendo, for a snack I have. And ceno, for dinner I have. Because whenever a verb has an O on the end, it always refers to I. So Mrs. Burgess has asked that you add these verbs to your vocab list. And for 9 upper 5 and 9M1, there is a challenge above for you. Exercise 2. On the left-hand side, you will see both a picture of a mealtime and the time of the day. Write a sentence giving a food verb and a time. So, for example, at 8:15, for breakfast I have toast. Or, for breakfast I have toast at 8:15. So if you pause the video and when you're ready to check your answers, press play. So, examples here. Desayuno, tostadas a las 8:15. Como una hamburguesa con patatas fritas a la 1. Meriendo a las 4:30. Ceno a las 9. What do you think the words in bold mean? So there's a clue for you there. Algo equals something. You will see that there's 6 phrases. A, ceno muy tarde por la noche. B, como algo dulce por la mañana. C, soy vegetariano o vegetariana. D, meriendo algo rápido. E, no tengo mucha hambre por la tarde. F, siempre desayuno muy temprano. So I want you to pause the video and have a go what you think those words in bold mean. Your answers. Muy tarde, very late. Muy temprano, very early. Algo rápido, something quick. Algo dulce, something sweet. We pop those on your vocab list. So, using all that information, can you now say a sentence or write a sentence to answer each question? ¿Qué desayunas? What do you have for breakfast? ¿Qué comes? What do you have for lunch? ¿Qué cenas? What do you have for your evening meal? Now, you'll see a little challenge at the bottom. Can you add one of these to add interest? That's a challenge for you. 9 upper 5M1. Your challenge is to add a third person. So that's to talk about somebody else. So remember, you have to change your verb here, because obviously desayuno, como, ceno is all talking about I. So what do we need to do to change that to he, she, or it? Your challenge is also to add 3 of the red phrases. So pause the video when you're ready to move on, press play. What do you think these categories mean? Some categories of food. Lácteos, carne, pescado y huevos, frutas y verduras, cereales, grasas, dulces. Pause the video, answers are on the next slide. And decide whether they are lácteos, carne, pescado y huevos, frutas y verduras, cereales, grasas or dulces. So once you're done, press play and move on. So your answers, number 1 is frutas y verduras, 2 carne, pescado, huevos, 3 grasas, 4 lácteos, 5 cereales and 6 dulces. Exercise 4. Put the columns into the correct column. So you have 2 different columns there. You have comida sana, healthy food, comida malsana, unhealthy food. So you see a load of different drinks and foods there. Can you pop them into 2 columns? Pause the video, press play when you're ready to check. So it should look like that. Ensalada, yogur, verduras, fruta, carne, pescado, agua, fruta, huevos. Comida rápida, Fanta limón. Fanta limón is absolutely amazing. Churros, dulces, caramelos. Okay, can you find the following? So your answers are on the next slide. You will see 5 different boxes there, and you'll see some phrases, quite high-level phrases to be honest. Fast food is the best, a lot of fat, I eat too many sweet things, not much water, you can eat it in moderation. I would like to have a healthier diet. Can you find those in that text? Press pause, and when you're ready, move on. Okay, your answers are there. So you can pause the video to check or add or change. Okay, ¿Cómo es tu dieta? Remember, the question of the lesson was, what is your diet like? That's what we're looking at answering today. So we're going to create a sentence answering this question. And Miss has very, very cleverly popped a bit of a connection of how to create some sentences here. So we can start by using an opinion phrase. We can move on to say whether we do or do not have a healthy diet. We can use quantifiers, so a lot, not a lot, a little, too much. We then have a verb, como, bebo, desayuno, meriendo, ceno. And then she's given us some fantastic little phrases, a bit of fruit, lots of water, loads of sweets, loads of veg, too much fat. So using this sort of layout, are you able to create a sentence or 2 answering that question? If you press pause and press play when you're ready to move on. I wouldn't take more than sort of 3-4 minutes maximum on this. We only want a sentence or 2. Okay, now try writing a short paragraph about how healthy your diet is. So you can flick back, okay, to help you. There's some great phrases. If you've not managed to write them all down, the video is going to be here always, so you can rewind back. So there's 3 questions there. ¿Tienes una dieta sana o malsana y por qué? Do you have a healthy diet or an unhealthy diet, and why? Question 2. ¿Qué desayunas, comes, cenas normalmente? What do you have for breakfast, eat for lunch, have for your evening meal normally? And 3. ¿A qué hora desayunas, comes and cenas? What time do you have breakfast, lunch and your evening meal? Now, 9 upper 5 and 1, your challenge is to include a third person. So talk about somebody else, to use 3 of the red phrases below, and to include 2 of the yellow phrases. And extremely high level now, to add a comparison. A comparison is when we compare 2 things. So, for example, we say fruit is more healthy than chocolate. Chocolate is less healthy than fruit. Fruit is as healthy as vegetables. And how we do that in Spanish is más something que. Más que, more than. Menos que, less than. Tan como, as. I wouldn't give yourself more than 5 minutes, okay? When we say short paragraph, we really do mean just a few sentences. So if you press pause and press play when you are ready to move on. Okay, so our challenge to you is going to be a little quiz based on this lesson. And we would also like you to spend a little bit of time on Quizlet to practice the vocab and verbs that have come up on today's lesson. Now, if at any stage you want to re-watch the video, go back, press pause, okay, you can do. But what I would really, really like you to do, any work that you've done, whether it's written or whether it's on a document, so for example, Word on your computer, on Show My Homework, please can you upload either an image of the work that you've done or the document in which you've done. And most importantly, stay safe. And if you've got any questions at all or you need a little bit of help, just pop a comment on Show My Homework and both Mrs. Burgess and I will be there to help you. Okay? Adiós, hasta luego.